Okay, the 9 to 3 drill is possibly one of the best drills to be able to learn to sync up the action and actually strike the ball with leverage. Okay, and what you're going to see here with Nico is how, from his address position in the first move, he turns away in one piece, meaning that the arms, the club and the shoulders all remain turning away in one piece. We actually flip this to two screens here. Just get both images in. One will full of drawings and one will keep quite clean so you're able to see where I'm talking about. So you see on the drawing here on the left hand screen we can see how he's turned away and the club face is still looking at the ball. So the triangle of the arms and the upper body and the club, meaning that he is turned away completely and utterly in one piece. This is the triangle right here, and we can see that the club head is outside the hands, meaning that the hands are turning away in their own little circle right in here, so they're kind of tracking back this way, and the club head is following its own arc there, and the club head then stays outside the hands right here. So this is the classic one-piece takeaway. From here now we can see how Nico starts to rotate the left arm, which then cocks the left wrist and folds the right. So on the left hand screen here we bring it to the arc, and we see how when he starts to rotate the left arm, how the club face starts to open. Okay, and we see how it's opening relative to the arc. Okay, halfway back on the right screen now we can see how the hands are in line with the sternum. So at halfway back in the golf swing, when the left arm is at 9 o'clock to the floor, we should have the centre of the hands in line with the sternum. When we then get to the top of the 9 to 3 here, we're going to see a very aggressive move here from the left side. So he starts off left knee, left hip, left shoulder, all moving away from the centre point, which is the head. And we're going to see that the head actually stays very still as everything else moves away. So left knee, left hip, left shoulder transitions over the left side, and then he begins to unwind and moves the weight into the left heel. But the most important thing is that he gets himself over the left side here, which he's done great, and allows the shoulder to move away from the chin. This then pulls the right elbow onto the right hip and moves away over the outside of the left foot and to the instep of the right foot. On the left hand screen here we now see how the weight is transferred, okay, from having all of the stretch down the left side here, is putting some stretch in the left lat and into the left obliques, in the right and left butt cheek and in the right groin. We see following the arrows how the left knee, left hip, left shoulder moves away and the right elbow has been pulled onto the hip here. Now he unwinds and we see how the right side is fully behind the blow. How the right elbow is on the right hip. The left arm has been pulled into the side of the body and he's hitting the ball with leverage and compressing the golf ball. So it's over and striking it with the right side fully behind the blow here at impact. And the right elbow is on the hip. From there it just keeps turning and the hands stay in line with the sternum, and the hands are in front of the body throughout the whole swing. So it's a very synced up action. Now, like Bedford swing here, low 9-3, hands are in line with the sternum, left knee, left hip, left shoulder stretches away, left shoulder moves away from the chin, club's pulled down plane, elbow moves into the hip, and unwinds, striking the ball with leverage. Now, if you can't strike a ball with leverage on this type of little shot, then there's no point in even hitting a full shot. So you need to be able to learn to strike it with some leverage in this shot. So the idea is to have everything fully synced up and to have to learn to deliver the club via the pivot, via the left side. Once you've started to be able to compress it with some 9 to 3s, you can end up taking it to some 9 to finish swings, which you'd see right here. See how Griff has turned away, he's let the club set, so it's in line with the sternum, it's loaded, left knee, left hip, left shoulder breaks away. See the club in front of the body, but with the shaft attacking from the inside, bang, strikes the ball with leverage, right elbow in line with the right hip, and then just lets it freewheel round to a full finish. We see this with Mayhan right here. This is a side view of Mayhan doing 9 to finish. Turn, hands are in line with the sternum right here, and golf club is set and loaded. From there, left knee, left hip, left shoulder moves away, club faces down and around, and he's letting it release the finish. The left wrist is recupping, and the club is brought right through to the finish position here. Okay, we can also do wide to wides on these 9 to 3s. Okay, so if we bring Mayhan in here doing the wide to wides, and we bring some students in next to him. Now Griff here with Mayhan, you can see how synced up this looks. You know, the idea is it's not as much set in the wide to wides, but the idea is you're keeping the arms in front of the body. See how similar they look here? Hands are in line with the body, and then we're turning through, keeping the arms in front, delivering it with leveraged blow at impact, and then letting the arms come around to the finish, and not trying to get a fully loaded finish, trying to make sure that the arms stay in front of the body so that everything is fully synced up. Now, when we put a ball in between your arms, like we're going to see with Connor right here, this is the perfect way to learn how to do wide to wides, but also keep the arms synced with the body. See how similar he looks to Mayhan during these positions. A little bit steeper there with the shaft load. Arms are in front, delivered in front with the arms, a shaft attacking from the inside, arms in front of the body, and again fully synced up all the way to the finish with the club in line with the body throughout the whole move. Now you can see my friend Michael here, he's working with the ball between his arms, and this really does work phenomenal for being able to sync everything up. First move, set, arms in line with the sternum, halfway back on both these guys. There's the back position, coming down, still in front of the body, and impacts, arms in front of the body, and through to the finish, arms still in front of the body. So it's all the time it's learning that the arms are the club are being moved via the pivot, and the pivot controls everything that is going on in the golf swing. You can see here with Griff from the front view how everything is so synced up. Arms and body are moving as one. A little bit of weight transfer. The left shoulder moves away from the chin. Club's delivered. There's loads of lean in the shaft there. He's got over the left side and going around, and this is a really good 9 to 3 swing. You'd see here with Reese that with the ball between the arms, you'll notice how as he turns away the arms stay very much connected to the body, so it's all working away as one piece. So the arms, the body and the club are all together as a singular unit. The club's an extension of the belly button. Now as we get towards halfway back, the arms are in line with the sternum, and the ball in between the arms has meant that the arms stay in the same distance away from one another. There's no separation. So then on the way through, the body can make the weight transfer, the arms can come through. You can see the arms are still in front of the body's driving it via the pivot action. There's a little bit of weight shift over that left side, all felt within the pivot, and then you'll see that at this point now, the end of the follow through, the arms are still in line with the sternum, so the centre of the body is completely together. You see from down the line here with Nico that the ball between the arms, how well he's able to sync up that backswing, so the arms are completely together with the body. The centre of the hands are in line with the centre of the body. This is vital, so that everything's matched to one another. Once again, the ball is keeping it all moving away as a singular unit. On the way through, everything's coming through together. So the arms, the body and the club are working as one single unit. You can then take this ball between the arms and start to move this onto full swings. As you see here with Ramon, it's exactly the same look as the half swing. So then as we get it towards the top right here, everything's synced together. The arms are staying the same distance from the body as they were at the start.
you now see on the way down here, the arms and the body are working as a unit, but there's no chase with the hands, so everything can work together. So you can see that that half swing drill makes a massive difference in terms of the synchronization of the whole move.
Behind him with the arms, but you're going to see how he simply just unwinds, once it's over the left side, he unwinds and maintains the leverage in the right wrist. The right wrist, right elbow, right side being delivered and pulled through via the left, and the leverage is maintained. You can see this so evident in Mike Bedford when it's from down the line here. Set, arms are in front, he's unwind, and you see how the left side is pulling and the right side is behind the blow, and it's fully evidenced when you have a look at him from this head view, how once this left side accelerates away, his whole side is pulling from the knee, the hip, the shoulder, pulling away, the head's going to stay centered, bang, right side's behind the blow as the left side is pulling the right side down and around to the impact and then through to the finish. It's essential you learn to get this move fully synced up, and letting the pivot move the first move back, letting the arms be in sync in front of the body in the backswing, letting the left side control the downswing via getting over the left pivot point, then allowing yourself to hold the leverage that you've created in the backswing. So the levers we've got here in the right wrist, right elbow, left wrist, which is super evidenced when you have a look at it from a little side view right here with Mayhem, and then turning through and holding those levers. So you're actually striking the ball with leverage. You can see there's the left wrist, there's the right wrist, there's the right wrist, sorry, and there's the right elbow. And then it's simply pull down and around, and still got the leverage, right there. So it's a leveraged blow at impact via the pivot, via the left side simply unwinding around this way, all just being pulled around like so. So once you've got that, you can then allow yourself just to unwind it with quite a lot of speed and strike it fully leveraged up. Simply then just a case of extending the pivot to be able to make it a full swing. It's probably the best drill that you can do is to master this, to be able to learn how to strike the ball correctly. See it here with Griff, he gets this a little bit